Hello, I'm FXTrick and welcome back to some Minecraft news videos. They have some pretty exciting news to share with you all because you might recall how a few months ago we saw the new Minecraft menu screen. We just saw a screenshot of it from a private JavaScript development conference. It was kind of exciting and everyone was like, wow, Minecraft sure is looking great in the next update. But then the next update came and it didn't have the UI. The update after that came, it didn't have the UI, and we haven't heard it mentioned for quite a few months now. Well, today I have some exciting news because we have now got the full footage of that conference. We can see actual gameplay of the menu, we can see the development process, and we can see the actual benefits of it, not just the fact that it's going to look a lot better, as we can already tell, but also that it's going to have huge performance benefits for Minecraft, and that's some exciting stuff we're going to talk about, as well as showing off a mock-up, which I just love in today's video, which hopefully you all do enjoy. So let's dive straight into it, because again, this was a 18-minute conference where he's mostly talking about the benefits of having basically a web browser scripting engine within the game of Minecraft, within any game really, and yeah, there's a few little highlights I figured I would take, such as this first one.
So behind this project that we're talking about today is a small team of 12 people.
So this is immediately interesting because literally 12 people are working on, or have been working on, the new Minecraft UI and menu, and of course it's a big project, so it makes sense that it's going to take a few people, but 12 separate people, that is a huge number to just be like, oh, it's a small team, like, 12 people, what can you even do with that? I can't even make breakfast in the morning without at least 15 to 20 people. I don't understand how 12 is a small team, but that's Minecraft, I guess. Fair enough, 12 people working on this menu, and as a result of that, there's been a lot of things they tried, they showed a lot of failures, but today we're mostly going to be focusing on the one that did succeed, because it is built using a JavaScript runtime called Hummingbird, and they tried to mention what the benefits of this would be beyond the menu screen, because they said they're going to be overhauling how they build and ship the UI for every single platform, which is going to be, a huge change to make internally, but then that means the UI can be kind of separate from the game. Instead of having to, if you want to change the menu screen or the UI of any part of Minecraft, to wait for the update or the development build or the beta build, instead the UI should be kind of a separate part of the game to the, every single update, which means they can force those updates out on a much better or more regular or just more stable basis, which is a good thing. And then the second thing is that they want to expose the game logic through the same API, so you can make mods, custom maps, gameplay, and then you can use these two things together, change the UI to make your mod better, use the gameplay to make the UI different. You can, these things will be linked together using that exact same system, and the scripting API is actually a thing which has been built into Bedrock since this presentation. That's where if you've seen scripting stuff be done that's really impressive, this is because of that. It's not widely done yet, it's not like widely used, I would say, by 99% of players, but there are some pretty impressive things that have been done with the scripting, like tools, and that's really great if you like seeing, Minecraft and the kind of almost like the mods from PC, but done like in the Bedrock form. But now that can be done in a much simpler, again, JavaScript tool, which is, handy not just because, it means you can change the game better, but even if you like vanilla, even if you just like playing the regular game, this is the performance difference between the Bedrock engine and the Hummingbird engine, the new engine they're using for the UI. As you can see, every single, part of this, like the amount of memory that it consumes significantly goes down, literally by a factor of about 40, it looks like by that graph. The load time goes down by over a factor of 10, and even the frame time is going down significantly too. This basically means that anything that is going to be crafted, any mod, map, gameplay, map, etc., is going to be much easier to make happen, and also the menu screen should be much more responsive because, again, the code engine for Hummingbird is much more effective than the code engine for Bedrock. This also raised the question of, like, if they called the old engine Bedrock and now they're replacing that, is it now going to be known as Minecraft Hummingbird? I do not think so. I really don't imagine that's going to be the case, but it is just an interesting thing to consider there, right? Like, oh yeah, they're changing the thing that they named this particular category of the game after. It's something to consider, but yeah, it's going to be much faster, regardless of what you know or think about the menus. And then the final thing I want to show you before we get into the actual gameplay of this, because I found this to be hugely interesting, he showed off a prototype of the menu, one of the first ones they built.
So we built a prototype. Early on, it looked like this.
And my god, look at this menu screen right here. At first, it's like, oh, that's actually not too bad. There's a few like effects you can like about it. It looks better than the current menu screen by a little bit, and it looks like some of the mock-ups that some people have, designed. However, you can immediately be like, oh no, this is not a good menu screen. Like, there are so many things wrong with this, and I wanted to take a few seconds just to say, like, okay, I really like that they're showing us some prototypes. I think that's a cool thing to see, but let's tear it to shreds anyway. Because first of all, look at the size of these menu icons. They're all rectangles that are like way too tall for no reason, because they don't use the space anyway, right? And then second of all, look at the, these little character icons, like they don't match the game of Minecraft. Like, you have all that vertical height, but you didn't use it. You made everyone small. Like, okay, that's another weird thing. The fact that the background is just some generic Minecraft picture that's like ultra blurred. I know I do that in my videos. You even saw it earlier probably for the title, but like, it's like so blurred there. It's like, you don't need to blur it that much. And then also they managed to make Minecraft even smaller, even though it's got the space to be as big as they want it to be. It's a tiny little thing, which would make make much sense on a, like an iOS device or a, an Android phone or something. And then finally, there's a feed icon, which like, I don't know if like that's a thing anyone's ever needed or wanted. And also there's no way to change the skins. There's lots of problems with this menu. I just wanted to kind of spend a few seconds saying it's not very good, but I like that they showed off some early prototypes, because then you can realize like what we have is a lot better. You can see the progression, and I think it's a good thing to see for anyone who makes things. Like, yeah, the first thing you make is never perfect, and sometimes the second thing you make is the opposite of perfect as well, and then eventually you get there. So before we show off the final menu, I do want to show off just one last thing that you can do with this exact same UI tools. You can actually use this to make your own UI inside Minecraft using the scripting engine, which sounds like a thing you wouldn't want to do at first. Like, why would you need to do that? But then consider that you can do things like this. If you're making a map, you can have a UI button to say start, instead of having to do really weird things like, okay, just eat the apple when you want to start, or punch the sign, or there's a few different weird things that people currently have to do. There's no real UI elements. Instead, we'll just be able to have, here's a start button that appears on screen, tap it or press A, or do the things you would usually do to interact with the normal menu, and then you can start the game. And when you do that, you can use the same scripting API to do things like have mobs which have, various levels of health or whatever. You can see it's kind of like a more of an RPG style game is what they called it. And it's interesting that you can use this same tool that they're using to improve the menus to also do interesting things in the game. So when we see this new menu, we'll also see huge changes to how people make maps, and hopefully we'll see a better quality of marketplace maps. They'll make the current generation look a lot worse. That's the plan at least. But let's move into the final thing here, which is the new menu screen.
And inside of that, you can of course also just boot up the in-game experience and try it here in the browser or in a Hummingbird player, which is a very thin layer without the game, and try out what the latest state of master is.
So that is right. This is the new Minecraft menu screen. For the first time, we're seeing it like actually in decent quality, actual HD. We're seeing it moving with all the different animations between things, and we're seeing the idea of like how they want to have different menu elements, because you can see they've made some changes. The skins aren't immediately available from the menu, but there is a icon for that, and presumably there'll be better ways to see it because it'll be its whole own section of the menu. Second of all, you can see how there's going to be kind of like if you last were in a world, you can just resume the world with one button, one press. Immediately from there, it's going to take up the whole screen. This is a big improvement to how you have to get back into the world now, because right now you have to go to the play menu, you have to click on your world, and sometimes you might have to click play after that. It can be free taps or presses or clicks or whatever. Currently, after this update comes out, you'll be able to just press resume playing, which is really good. I like when Minecraft focuses on the basics of letting you play the world that you want to continue playing. Really cool to see this. I don't know if this will make it into the final thing, but if it does, it's really great. Even if it doesn't, one of the things we've seen consistently across these beta menus is they want to add a recently played option to Minecraft. So, but down here below the menu, you can see how there's recently played. You can scroll down to. It's a really smooth animation, but then you can see all of your worlds here that if you've played recently, you can hop right back into them, which is really good for, because, personally, I have a bunch of worlds. Even though I'm not the sort of person who starts a new world every day, I know lots of people who play Minecraft like that. If you are that sort of person and you want to go into one of those worlds, you might want to just scroll all the way to your last world. So that's a thing you might find positive. Also, here you can spot how this menu has help being just a tiny little thing in the corner being like press X for help. It's nice that it's like that, because not everyone wants to, like have the help, but because the help menu in Minecraft right now is really clunky, not too useful, not very clean, not very focused. There's good intentions behind it, but it's just not as good as, say, the old console, or just, going on like a wiki or any other tool basically isn't as good as it. So to have it just be a cool little thing in the corner that is presumably going to be improved, I like that a lot. The Minecraft logo, even though it's small here, it could obviously be bigger or whatever. It seems subtle. It fits the design in my head. Maybe I'm crazy on that one. Maybe you're watching this being like, I like this, but Minecraft isn't big enough. We know we're playing Minecraft. The game has been out for 10 years, or will have been out for 10 years in the next month and a week or so, like 5 weeks or so. We're going to have the year anniversary of Minecraft. Like, we get the game we're playing. We don't need to hear about that. So maybe that's a big part of it. Also, when we scroll down here, you can see how, like, oh yeah, all these different icons, they look great. I like them a lot better than the current ones. I like how the store, even though it's there, it's always visible. Like, that's fine. Like, the store should be an easy to access button, but the fact that, there's going to be harder for them to make this an ugly, like, new, check out the store, there's a sale on, things have just been added. Like, I like it in its current form if they don't try to clutter up this menu with giant new tags, check this out, please buy things tags. Like, as long when it's like this, it seems pretty natural. Like, oh yeah, you check out the store when you want to check out the store. You go to the settings when you want to go to the settings. You, play the game when you want to play the game, and you don't have to see the weird clutter and mess of the current menu. big fan of that. Big improvement. Also, one of the things I wondered about this, because looking at the background, you can see how there's a tiger biome there. It makes me think that that's his world that we're looking at, because if you later look down, because again, eventually it scrolls down to his recent worlds, you can see how the thumbnail for the most recent world looks exactly like that. So there's two cool things about this. One is that you can see your world thumbnail in a much bigger, higher resolution. That's cool, that's fun. And the two is that like the Minecraft menu screen is going to be dynamic. So one, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to play around with, but also it just means that your Minecraft menu will be different every time. Whereas if I'm being honest, I'm kind of bored of seeing the cats and panda background for Minecraft Bedrock. If you play Minecraft Java and you haven't been using snapshots, then the update aquatic must be a really boring background by now. If they're doing like an update every 8 months to a year, as it currently seems to be, as opposed to every 6 months or even less, if they're going to be doing updates so infrequently, having the background be generated by you is a way to make the game less, I guess stuck in time, frozen. And yeah, lots of positive things to say about this. I'm looking forward to seeing the actual inside of each menu. I'm looking forward to seeing how map makers can use this, because there's a lot of really good Minecraft maps out there, and in general the Minecraft UI looks really good. If there's one thing to take away from this video, new Minecraft UI, new Minecraft menu screen looks great, performs great. It's really smooth, it's really sleek. It looks like a real video game that you want to play, as opposed to, they even mentioned this in the conference. Like, it's basically a Windows 95 menu that's been frozen in time, and, it's fine. Like, it's the Minecraft menu we recognize, but I'm looking forward to seeing it change and evolve, and I hope that that comes sometime soon. Again, I have to imagine sometime for the 10-year anniversary, because there are a lot of positive improvements. We've seen the in-game side, but how long till we see the menu side? That's something we'll have to wait and see with regards to, because obviously 1.14 for Java is going to have a brand new menu screen because Java's separate, but Bedrock doesn't have its own menu screen for 1.9 or 1.10. Oh, sorry, for 1.9 or 1.10. So maybe 1.11 will be the update they finally switch to this. But again, we thought that 1.8 might be that update, or 1.7, and we're wrong on both fronts. So yeah, this could be 5 years out for all we know. It could be 10 years out or never coming, but it does seem like it's coming fairly soon, and because we've seen half it already, and I'm looking forward to seeing Minecraft have an evolution and have a real menu screen to unify all the devices with an actually good menu. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about both the prototype and this one, because I love the prototype because of how rough it is, but maybe you actually like it in the same way that you'd love an ugly dog, because, it's still a dog. That's the thing I'd love to hear about in the comments down below. Also, Seed Sunday tomorrow. Seed Sunday is coming out later today, and I know I'm probably overhyping this, but like, I found a bug in a seed that literally works on every seed, and basically I found a lot of really bad problems that I think you're gonna want to check out. And then the last thing, because I said I would update you on this, so I'm going to do it right here at the end of the random news video. Thank you for sticking around. You get some exclusive Toy Cat info as a reward. But yeah, so at the end here, I said I would update you on whether there was a significant increase in people searching for Minecraft on YouTube as a result of Minecraft coming to Games Pass, because obviously I don't have access to sales numbers. No one does outside of the once a year they announce how many copies Minecraft has sold. So the only data we have as to so how many people are playing Minecraft or how many people are searching Minecraft is the stats that I do have access to, which is how many people search for Minecraft on YouTube, because a certain percentage of people who do search Minecraft on YouTube find my videos. If you don't know why this is, it's because, I guess I make Minecraft videos still, and therefore they show up somewhere on that first page. And yeah, because of this, I have a good idea of how many people search Minecraft in a given day, and you can see how it goes up and down over a week. This red bar here represents the Minecraft searches. It goes up and down a whole bunch. On the 4th of the April, it's actually the lowest it was all week, so it had the least searches all week, or at least the lowest searches coming to me. And then the day after, it went up a little bit, but it was still lower than Tuesday. So there wasn't a significant increase in people searching Minecraft, or at least in people searching Minecraft and finding me. So maybe they did search Minecraft and they just decided that, Toy Cat fella was, a real dodgy, I don't even know what they thought of me, but maybe they weren't down with clicking on me, or maybe they just played Minecraft and they don't decide to search it because everyone knows Minecraft at this point. I don't know which theory you want to go with, but we don't have any evidence that more people were searching Minecraft, and therefore we don't have any evidence yet that more people are playing it. But we'll hopefully get some real data from Games Pass or from Minecraft about how many people played it for free, because I'm super fascinated about how much of an impact that has on Minecraft's overall, gamer base. Is it huge? Is it small? Probably the second one, but we'll have to wait and see. Results right now, inconclusive/bad. So thank you very much for watching today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, subscribe with those notifications turned on if you want to see new things like this, and I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.